lot of people get excited about Lambeau Field, the history of all that. You've been there before.
How can you not?
It's been a while. What do you think about when you get to a place like this?
Well, everything right there around Lambeau is pretty cool too. The architecture, how you kind of get to the stadium is it's unique to anywhere else in the league. So there's that aspect, the history. You feel it when you're on that field, and obviously the Packers. It's a big time home field advantage for their fan base because how much they show up every single home game. So it's the times that I've played there, it's been a crazy atmosphere, and I'm excited for this one.
You guys got some things going in the second half, especially scoring some points offensively. I know it had been a rough stretch before. What was working for you guys against the Raiders?
Well, penalties and turnovers have always kind of been what we've been preaching in terms of how we fix our second half stuff. And sure enough, you saw us flying downfield, kind of penalty free and turnover free, and found a way to get the ball in the end zone, man.
Travis, just beyond that, how would you just decide now?
Slowly inclining, getting better, man, every single day. You can see it out on the field. You can see how everybody's more in tune with the offense and kind of feels their role being developed and kind of rising to the occasion when you get asked to do more.
What's the balance of, I mean, obviously you guys have lofty goals where you've been the past several years, but just the balance of a team with those sort of goals, having young players that you do have to have, what you just mentioned, that patience waiting on those.
I mean, at this point, there's no patience. No, everybody's kind of on the same page that we got to get this thing rolling now. And you felt that last week during the game, and sure enough, you felt it this week during practices and even today. And everybody knows that this thing is we understand what it can be, and I think that's the excitement we're able to bring every single day.
The last two games, they put you more in the backfield, sometimes as a lead blocker. I just wonder if that was a suggestion you maybe had before the bye week, or just what that sort of adjustment does for the rest of the
Whatever
offense.
the team needs, man. I'm as much as Coach Reed needs me anywhere on the field, mixed into the run game, pass game. I'm here for that.
Yeah. And every snap against the Eagles, they sort of trended you down a little bit against the Raiders, just because it is your 11th year, you're playing through some injuries. Just how much have you tried to manage your own snap count during the game versus the competitiveness to always want to be out there?
The only time I'm ever coming off the field, like me personally coming off the field, is if I feel like I'm just too exhausted, or I've just had so many plays in a row, or just had a big play where I had a big hit or something. Those are the only times you'll see me come off the field. Outside of that, it's all just whatever the game plan is, and I'm always on board with that. However, whoever is out there on the field, obviously I want to be out there helping my teammates out, but I'm not looking at my snap count on how many plays I'm playing per game.
The term on Monday on the Zoom, you talked about Rashid had a really nice game. It's more Patrick friendly. Running his routes and doing things. What does it mean to be Patrick friendly to you, and when did that how long did it take for you guys to get there?
I mean, it's the thing about being in this offense, it's nonstop, just it's always growing. And with that being said, there's routes that I've ran early on with Pat that can kind of give reference to some young guys or give reference to what we're running nowadays. And you over time, you just find what's unique about this offense that can make it run that much more efficient. And, with the reps that you get, you just keep, kind of computing that data, man.
Trav, you caught a pass in every game that you've played except the very first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you played one snap on special teams, I guess. What do you remember about that night? And what special team were you on?
What I remember is it was a blocked field goal, and I was supposed to be on the side that it was blocked from. Yeah, my guy Sean McGrath, man. Sorry, Sean, wherever you're at, brother. I put him in a hot spot. The left wing went down. Sure enough, I looked over and was like, "Hey, my left knee isn't too strong right now. You trying to take this side? I know they're coming from that side." And it was a block, but that's all I can really remember from that game. I thought it was against the Cowboys, but I guess it was against the Giants. So I don't even know.
Travis, what's the ceiling for Rashid? What kind of player do you feel like he can realistically be?
Man, he could be a number one on this team. He could be a number one in the league. I think he's got all the talent that you need in that receiver room, man. He could play inside. He could play outside. Strong with the ball, can do things with the ball in his hands once you get it to him, meaning that you can run routes with him or you can just get the ball in his hands right now and he can do some things. And that's why it's so fun playing with him, because his role is getting bigger and bigger every single week, and it's exciting to see him rise to the occasion.
Todd was talking about the Patrick Friendly phrase. What advice do you give to him? What do you tell him as far as how to make himself more Patrick Friendly?
Just keep growing. He's got a great feel for the game, and you know, the thing about being Patrick Friendly is he's going to let you know when you're doing the right things. You know, that's the ultimate leader he is, and just who he is as a quarterback. And he's going to come up to you and talk to you about where he kind of likes you to fit in voids, or how he sees things kind of developing versus certain coverages. And as long as you're a sponge, you just absorb everything, not only from him but from Coach Reed and how he teaches the offense all across the board, like he's been doing. You're going to keep seeing him excel and get more stuff thrown on his plate.
Nate?
Charles, anything you notice differently or sort of adding to his game more for Isaiah Pacheco going from year one to year two?
I mean, right now it's we go as he goes, man. He's playing unbelievable football with a lot of energy and making everybody love blocking for him, man. And that's Clyde was in there last week doing the same thing, running downhill, and Jarek obviously always a fan favorite and always a teammate favorite. Love blocking for that guy. So it's just, you know, whoever's back there, we're rolling, but the offensive line has got a great mentality going into the games. We got a great run game going this week, so.
Thanksgiving Day is almost here, and the Dallas Cowboys are set to host the Kansas City Chiefs in a highly anticipated Week 13 matchup at AT&T Stadium. A tradition that brings together fans from all over, eager for food, family, and football, with the Cowboys stepping onto the field brimming with confidence after defeating the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, just days earlier, a victory that has energized the whole team and their loyal supporters. Now looking ahead to a new challenge as they get ready to face Kansas City, the same squad that the Eagles bested for championship last season, a team that might not seem quite as dominant this year, with a 6-5 record, but still packs a serious threat, especially with the always dangerous Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, his ability to change the game in 1 or 2 plays never in doubt. So the Cowboys know they'll have to be at their best, and there are 3 main keys they're focusing on if they want to come away with a win. First up, the performance of C.D. Lamb, who had a tough time against the Eagles, dropping 3 passes and struggling to make his usual impact, though the team was able to lean on George Pickens, who stepped up with some crucial catches and big yardage. But to keep up with the Chiefs' high-powered offense, Dallas knows they'll need both of their star receivers firing on all cylinders. So the plan is to get Lamb involved early and often, getting him into a rhythm and letting his elite talent shine. Because when he's locked in, the Cowboys' attack becomes far more unpredictable and difficult to defend. And that's exactly what they'll need to keep pace with Mahomes and company. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, the Cowboys are eyeing a big opportunity in the trenches, with Kansas City missing one of their best offensive linemen, Trey Smith, who's become one of the top guards in the league, but won't be suiting up on Thursday, giving Dallas a clear edge thanks to their own interior defensive trio of Quinnen Williams, Osa Odigizua, and Kenny Clark, a group that's been disruptive all season and now gets a chance to really take over, knowing how much pressure they can put on Mahomes by collapsing the pocket from the inside, making it harder for him to create those signature off-schedule plays. The Cowboys have seen firsthand just how much an advantage in the interior can tip the scales. And with Smith out, they're determined to dominate up front and keep the Chiefs' offense in check, especially in those critical moments when one play can swing the momentum. Another major focus for Dallas is avoiding the slow starts that have plagued them throughout this season and others. Too often they found themselves falling behind early, forced to play catch-up and expend extra energy just to get back into the game. Something that worked out against the Eagles, but is far from a reliable recipe for long-term success. So the emphasis this week is on coming out strong right from the opening whistle, setting the tone with aggressive play on both sides of the ball. Whether that a big pass to Lamb, a tough run to move the chains, or a defensive stop that gets the crowd roaring, the Cowboys want to seize momentum early and keep the pressure on Kansas City,